guys, I am Crystal Sky and welcome to Inktober Day 1. This is the piece we'll be working on. We'll be inking this piece and I'll tell you a little bit about the Day 1 story and the starting story as we get into the time lapse.
Alright, so just as a little information before we get started, from now on in these videos there will be a little voice narration piece here where I read you the part of the story this piece goes with, and then at the end I will tell you the stuff that I used and my feelings on what I did. Alright, let's get started with the piece, with the story! I'm so excited. Meet Ray, a girl who has been playing Rollerwind for as long as she can remember. She is very fast. Passing the wind through her wheels to propel her forward at high speeds has always been something she has been good at. Rollerwind, however, is not just about going fast. Rollerwind is a team sport. Ray's position is called the forward, the least physical of all the positions on the team. That position is protected by two others. The defenders are usually very close to the forward, but recently Ray has been in many disagreements with them. Ever since they have gone pro, right out of high school, it seems like she can't agree with them on anything. So that's Day 1's story. It's got a lot of information in it. So let's talk about the lining. I was using this pen for the first time and my hand was shaking all over the place. So it was pretty awful. I do like the way it came out in the end, but I don't know why I liked it. So what I'm using is a Faber-Castell brush pen, a Faber-Castell .05 liner. I use my Staedtler neons, and I use my Sharpie for eye highlights. So that's the markers and the liners. I also am doing this in a render sketchbook. Like always, I will be using the render sketchbook until it's done, so this will probably be all of Inktober. All of Inktober will be in this one sketchbook. So then I go in with the details. I do the big stuff with the brush pen, and then I go in with the details with the little fine liner, and it works out pretty good, I think. I do the starting, the finishing line there. What I'm showing in this picture is Ray crossing a finish line, because the prompt is, what is it? Swift? Yes. Since Ray is the swiftest, I started with her on the team. And she's going through a finish line because, again, the prompt was swift. The finish line I decided to make green. It kind of looks like a Sims icon, in my opinion. You'll see in a minute when I start to line it. But then I decided to shine it like hair, and I think it turned out better. The finishing rope is really fun to look at. So there I am taking out the Staedtler pens. Really, this was a really fun piece to do, and I'm really excited to show you guys, or read you guys, I guess, the rest of the story. So if you're interested in the rest of the story, come back tomorrow, because there will be part 2, and you get to meet 2 new characters in the story. The next prompt for tomorrow is divide. You can already feel the sense of division in the team. So this is based on it's not based on anything. I made the story, and this particular team is a professional team of Rollerwind players. They just became professional right out of high school, and their team isn't getting on so well. Just as many professionals, they go from being doing it for fun to being professionals, and they just don't something seems to go wrong. That's where in the story we've met Ray and her team, and I'm really excited. The main story of Rollerwind, I'll tell you a little bit about that, is based on a high school team, because Rollerwind in the magical universe is such a big deal that they even played in high schools and stuff. And the main character is very different. Ray is like a very happy-go-lucky. She's like the center of the team. She's happy-go-lucky and bright, and she brings the entire team together. Whereas the main character in the main story is probably the exact opposite. She's a very loner. Here I'm actually using Frixon highlighters. Decided I put that in. And then the MIDI liner. The MIDI liner, for some reason, actually brings up a little bit of the paper. It peels up some of the paper. But I really like the way it comes out when you color with it. So I just keep using it. And I don't know why. It's funny because the render liner the render paper is for sketchbook paper. Or is for markers. And the MIDI liner should work here. but for some reason it doesn't. Anyway, I will tell you guys more about the main story when the side story here is finished. The side story is kind of important to the main story. She's blonde, obviously. Rey is blonde. But the teams are made up of completely females, just female characters. That doesn't mean there's no males in the story, but for right now, it's only females you'll get to meet. So I hope you're looking forward to meeting the rest of the team because they all have very colorful personalities. I'm so excited! I will see you guys tomorrow!
Alright guys, here is the finished piece. I decided to do only color a little bit, not a whole lot, didn't go crazy. Some of the ink on here isn't ink proof or isn't color proof. I don't know what to say. Some of it wasn't ink proof, so it did get a little bit of black smudge there, but you know what? This is an experiment of learning, and I'm excited to share it with you. So yeah, here. See you guys tomorrow.